Today we're gonna talk about the Ghost of the Skies, the legendary strategic stealth bomber B-2 Spirit. I'm going to be a little bit biased because, well, if I had a choice between $1 billion and a flight on a B-2 Spirit, then of course I would choose the fucking $1 billion. I'd buy as many B-2 Spirits as possible and give it to Ukraine, keeping one for myself to fly and bomb Donetsk children and Russia occasionally. So, if you've noticed any mistakes, I'm open to criticism in the comments. Just, be somewhat respectful. Just kidding, shit on me. The B-2 Spirit is a flying wing plane developed by Northrop Grumman, which means it has no tail, unlike the usual ferries and planes you've seen. And let's start with some explanation. People often mistake what stealth actually stands there for. The word stealth doesn't mean that the plane is able to disappear any moment like money from Russia's budget magically and absolutely unintentionally getting transferred to the mansion in Gelendzhik that just so happened to be owned by Putin. It means it's much less visible to a radar, yet it doesn't make any difference if the plane is stealth or not if you can literally see it directly. So it's not like the plane can enter my dad's mode any moment visually, it can do it in terms of being less visible on the radar though. The first flight of this plane was performed on July 17, 1989, and the introduction happened in April 1997. First combat use in Kosovo War 1999 during Operation Allied Force. There have been 21 planes, each of which has a unique name: Spirit of New York, Spirit of Washington, etc. One of which crashed in Guam in 2008 and another one caught fire during an emergency landing in 2022. The whole B-2 fleet was grounded for 5 months afterwards. I mean all the 19 remaining by the moment planes. The US also planned on building 165 of such planes, but they realized they would run out of space, so they decided to only build 21. Just kidding, they built less due to extremely high cost, at least the officials say so, but we all know the actual reason.
They decided to open the Wikipedia.
High cost, this motherfucker sounds like a politician. Are you gonna tell the cost eventually? Question mark? Total program cost estimated at around $44.75 billion in 1997 dollars, which is $87.7 billion in its today's worth. Just so you understand, Ukraine is so broke that not even Batman could save it, since its GDP in 1997 was $50 billion. The US literally spent almost the whole GDP of 1997 Ukraine, not including the produced planes cost, which is approximately $700, which is about $1,425 million in today's worth. I mean, it's pretty common for the US to spend that much on its military, yet it's a much bigger than you could think. The plane is big as fuck, more than a half of a football field long, wingspan of 52.4 meters, with the wing area of 478 square meters, length of 21 meters and a height of 5.1 meters. And all this demonism is controlled only by 2 people. 2 very skilled people, mind you, who can wipe out anything on the ground with the armament you see on the screen. And I want to specifically mention that it can carry nuclear warheads. And the plane itself has 2 internal bays for ordnance and payload, with official limit being 80,000 kilograms and maximum estimated limit being 22.7 thousand kilograms. Talking about weight, empty B-2 weighs less than a half of an average modern feminist, 71,700 kilograms, and its maximum takeoff weight is 152,200 kilograms. Fuel capacity is 75,800 kilograms, which is huge. Talking about performance, it can reach as much as Mach 0.95 or 1,010 kilometers per hour at 12.200 meter altitude, and the height of 15,200 meters, whilst its rate of climb is classified. Go about 11,000 kilometers far without refueling and about 18.5 thousand kilometers with a single mid-air refueling, which allowed it to become a record holder at the longest air combat mission in history. Operation from Missouri to California for the first refueling, then to Hawaii for the second one, Guam for the third, after which they executed the mission, went to Diego Garcia for a refueling, went back to strike again, and only after that flight to Diego Garcia to end the 44.3 hour trip. It can refuel as long as support units can support a hypothetical B-2 cutting through the skies, all alone and unseen, just like me strolling through a park, seeing teenagers kissing with their partners. However, Falcon Relationships checked it out. Its radar cross-section, acronym RCS, is 0.1 square meter, which is achieved through combination of composite materials, radar-absorbent coatings, and special paint designed to minimize radar detection. And its shape, the flying wing design, minimizes its radar profile, although it has a flaw, which is that it significantly loses its stealth capabilities when the bomb bay is open because of losing its reflecting shape. Still, it's extremely small. Just so you understand it, the square area is approximately the same as square area of 19-inch monitor. Whilst you might not be as impressed as I am, it lets this motherfucker fly on about 200 to 250 kilometer distance and not get detected by a Russian S-400. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, as a bonus fact, it looks like this from the side, which I actually find quite funny.
What would you rate this girl on a scale 1 through 10?
What the fuck? That look like a fucking lizard.
That's it for today and for the next 2 months. Don't forget to leave a 2 and subscribe the like. David was here, and remember, mitochondria is the powerhouse of cell.